shade the room, will gently lift Phil high in the air for all to see. He will then place Phil upon the stump, where Phil and I will have a little talk about whether he sees his shadow or not. If it's my shadow I see, 6 more weeks of winter there will be. No shadow, an early spring. He will then have me choose the appropriate scroll, and it'll be read by the Vice President, Dan McGinley. Gentlemen, are you ready? Daybreaker, please place the royal red carpet. Moonshine, please place the scrolls upon the stump.
You're listening to live coverage.
Now it's a tradition to get Phil fired up by chanting Phil, 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 Phil.
So they're opening the door now, reaching in. AJ
I see you, Iceman!
is pulling out Phil. You see all the hay in there and straw. There's also a 100-watt light bulb, so if you're worried that Phil's cold, he's also got a fur coat on. So they're getting Phil. And in the past, Paul, some of the handlers have been bitten. All right.
It's Punxsutawney Phil!
Boy, he looks terrified.
Well, who wouldn't be at this point? Listen to that mob.
Mob. All right, he's showing Phil to the crowd. Tens of thousands of people, as far as the eye can see on Gobbler's Knob. And now he's going to talk to him and ground.
Gentlemen, gather round.
Here we go. We've reached the moment. Some of these Iceman's very popular.
We have a scroll.
Uh-oh. Phil chose the scroll, Paul. Try to pay attention.
Okay.
This is it.
Everybody in? Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's my great honor to answer your annual call. So I rise again this morning to greet you all. But today I wake thinking of numbers and time. America turns 250 and I'm at least 139. Let's celebrate all, young, old, babies, or millennial, and kick off America's semi-quincentennial. We look to the future and not just the past, so I suppose this party could use a forecast. It is my job this February too, to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound."
Well, you've heard the reaction of the extraction.
Is there any surprise to that?
Phil, no. 6 more weeks of winter. Phil saw his shadow.
I guess we just haven't suffered enough, Larry.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, powered by Bowser Chevrolet, Alan.
Oh, come on, man.
Just tough call.
Phil. All right. Well, as you're getting out and about into this wintry weather this Monday morning, very busy. A lot of folks resuming their regular schedules, kids back in school, all that kind of stuff. So our volumes are heavier than normal. We'll make this a quick one with the report of an accident. This is on East Pittsburgh McKeesport Boulevard in North Versailles Township, the 300 block near Alt Road. Watch out, crews are headed to the scene of a reported accident there. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 7:35. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Hey, it's Marty. Are you tired of pain or fear of falling that's holding you back, struggling with balance, neuropathy, or joint pain? At Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, physical therapy is done differently because you are different. Folks, this place is amazing. I've seen it firsthand. Shoulder pain, knee pain, balance issues. They attack it and work it, and it works. Call today. Monroeville Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
3 degrees, fair skies at 7:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. 45 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. TrustPJ.com. Punxsutawney Phil has made his call on Groundhog Day 2026 from Gobbler's Knob.
There is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
Yeah, Phil predicts winter far more often, by the way. 107 times so far. Make that 108 this morning, with just 21 times that he's forecast in early spring. Pittsburgh's Kamen Science Center is getting national attention. Could soon be named the best science museum in the nation. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details in the newsroom.
Oh, that's right, Paul. USA Today's 10 best readers are voting on the best science museum in the country, and Pittsburgh's Kamen Science Center is near the top of the list. The North Shore Museum, formerly known as Carnegie Science Center, is being recognized for attractions like Buell Planetarium, the Robot Hall of Fame, and the Hands-on Bodyworks exhibit. Late last year, Kamen also debuted Sports 360, which blends science with sports. Online voting is open through noon Monday, February 9th, with voters allowed to cast 1 vote per day. Winners will be announced Wednesday, February 18th. And as of this morning, the Kamen Science Center is ranked 3rd. In the newsroom, Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
It was music's biggest night at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards in L.A. Bad Bunny won Album of the Year. Bad Bunny, of course, performing at halftime during the Super Bowl. It's the first time a Spanish-language album has taken the Grammy's top honor. Billie Eilish, Jelly Roll, and Lady Gaga also among the winners. Olivia Dean won Best New Artist. And a surprise at the box office, the First Lady's documentary, Melania, opened with the biggest audience for a documentary in a decade, with $7 million in ticket sales. Women over 55 made up 72% of the audience. Number 1 over the weekend, by the way, was the Disney thriller Send Help with $20 million in ticket sales. KDKA Sports brought to you by NASCO Roofing, Pittsburgh's trusted and passionate roofer. Call NASCO at 412-373-2000. The Pirates offered the same money, but Eugenio Suarez is returning to the Reds on a 1-year deal worth $15 million. Tonight, the Penguins are looking to extend a 6-game winning streak when they host Ottawa at 7. KDKA Radio News Time, 7:32. Our next update at 8. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Hello, this is Sarah Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management, where I work with my dad and brother. Lester is a chartered financial analyst, and Dad and I are certified financial planners. A favorite client said to me last year, "Someday I'd love to take my girls and their husbands on a family trip together." This was a physician who'd retired after 40 years, and I said to him, "Someday is now." I shared that my parents did the same for my brother and me when we were in our 20s, and the memories we created are priceless. I was so happy when my client and I met again this year, and he showed me pictures from the trip. We want you not just to survive, but to thrive in retirement, to understand what your wealth can do for you and for the people you love. Saving is an important part of a healthy financial plan, but so is enjoying what you've worked for. In retirement, someday is now. Find out how we help you get maximum fulfillment from your money at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
I was ordering food from our usual place for the big meeting. My VP said, "Please, God, no."
For workplaces suffering with corporate catering deficiency, every day's a struggle.
The food was always meh and over budget. Before Easy Cater, I thought that was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat CCD with a huge variety of restaurants, help meet dietary needs, and stay on budget. Use daily. One platform lets you save time and thrive. Ask your web browser about Easy Cater or start an order at easycater.com.
Come with me to get my Invisalign. They walked me through everything I needed to know. How long it'll take, how it works, and what to expect. Then it was time for the real part. They put on the attachments, they blend in with my teeth, they help the aligners grip your teeth and move them the right way. It felt a little weird at first, but honestly, not bad at all. They popped in my first set of aligners, showed me how to take them out, and that was it. I'm officially part of the Invisalign Club. I even wore them at a football game, super comfortable and easy to talk with. For someone who's always filming on the sidelines or covering sports nonstop, this fits my lifestyle perfectly.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
7:35 KDKA from the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. AAA traffic powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Let's get the latest with Ellen Gamble.
All right, thanks, Larry. And we have more folks hitting the highway today than we've had in recent days since the massive snow event weekend before last. And boy, now we have a ton of accidents because we have more folks out there. We have our eyes on one with the PennDOT cameras. This is on 279 southbound, the Parkway North, just past the Perrysville interchange, right where that on-ramp comes on from Perrysville and Cemetery Lane. It's in the left lane into the snowbank and partially up onto the cement Jersey barrier there. So watch for heavy slowdowns as you get past that. Accident in Penn Hills on Mount Carmel Road near Aber Road. Also an accident in the 300 block of East Pittsburgh, McKeesport Boulevard and North First Sales. This is near the intersection with Alt Street. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 7:45. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds today with a high of 27, mostly cloudy tonight. A bit of snow and flurries. There can be a dusting in places, the low 22. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a few afternoon flurries, high 31. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Thanks, Joe. Right now, we're at 3 degrees.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Every Monday at this time, we check in with Brian Caranta, brought to you by Secure Money Advisors. Love the financial tips we get every week. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Larry. How are you today?
I'm good, except we're going to talk about taxes and retirement.
I know.
But that's okay because you have to think about taxes. It's a subject everyone dreads, but it's especially important to understand how they work in retirement because everything matters. So tell us how withdrawals from retirement accounts can impact someone's tax situation.
Yeah, absolutely, Larry. One of the key things retirees need to be aware of is that withdrawals from retirement accounts can significantly affect how much you owe in taxes each year. For instance, once you hit age 73, you're required to start taking minimum distributions from your traditional IRAs, 401k accounts, and this is known as the required minimum distribution. You'll also hear advisors refer to it as the RMD. Now, this RMD is not a choice. You have to take it. You're forced to take this distribution. And if you don't do any planning prior to this age of 73 and your IRA accounts or 401k accounts have continued to accumulate into a high balance, there's going to be a significant amount of money under this required minimum distribution that needs to come out. Could cause you to pay more money on your Social Security, cause you to have the cost of your Medicare go up. So these are all things you got to keep in mind as you go into retirement.
Yes, so you're saying RMDs can push you into a higher tax bracket too, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you're not careful, these withdrawals can bump you up into a higher tax bracket, leading to a larger tax bill. And that's why it's crucial to plan your withdrawals strategically. And these are, even withdrawals that you're taking prior to the RMD age. If you're like most of our clients where they are not receiving pensions from their employers, the majority of our clients have to start taking withdrawals out of their retirement accounts when they retire to get the additional income they need. And those withdrawals will have the same impact on taxation in retirement.
So what about deductions? Do retirees have fewer deductions?
Yes, for sure. I mean, many retirees find that they have fewer deductions once they've paid off their mortgage. And, of course, their children are grown. They no longer have dependents. So this can further increase their taxable income.
So knowing which accounts are taxable and which aren't is absolutely essential. So can you break that down for us?
Yeah, sure. So it's important to distinguish between taxable and non-taxable accounts. So, for example, withdrawals from traditional 401ks, IRAs are typically taxed at ordinary income. However, Roth IRAs are different, right? Their withdrawals are generally tax-free if you've met the requirements. And portions of your Social Security benefits can also be taxable. Up to 85% of your Social Security can be taxable, as a matter of fact. And other investments like annuities and capital gains, they have all their own tax rules. So it starts to become pretty complicated.
Yeah, that's a lot to keep track of. So what strategies can retirees use to manage their tax burden?
Yeah, I love that question, Larry. So there's several strategies that retirees can use to manage their taxes effectively. Diversifying your retirement accounts can help, such as having a mix of traditional and Roth accounts. Remember, traditional accounts mean that when money comes out, you got to pay taxes. Roth means that any money that comes out is tax-free. So considering a Roth conversion might also be beneficial as it can reduce future taxable income. This is when we're moving traditional IRA money or traditional 401k money, and we're saying we're going to pay the taxes on it now, and we're going to convert it, and then we're going to continue to grow it, but we're going to grow it in a Roth account, and we're going to grow it tax-free for the future.
My advice, not that anyone wants it, is to sit down with you and work through all this stuff and navigate the complexities of taxes and retirement. RightTrackPittsburgh.com with Brian Caranta. Brian, thank you, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, Larry, have a great week. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
The Big K Morning Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. For more than a decade, I've been working with CertaPro Painters doing great work for me, and now is the time. Get a free estimate, get on the schedule at the right price. You never have to wonder what's next with CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in our community. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States. So when it comes to your heart, there's no room for compromise. At UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute, innovation, technology, and world-class expertise come together to treat the most complex heart cases, redefining what's possible for patients who need it most. Getting your heart checked can save your life. Schedule your appointment with the region's leader at upmc.com/heart.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like rugs. People say a rug would really bring the room together. And sure, you don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Suddenly you're using words like jute and sisal. Then you see the price and lose it, because how can the thing you walk and spill on cost so much? So you devote your life to taking down Big Rug. But then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds. So, looks like Big Rug is safe. For now. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
The Big K Morning Show, brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Here's Ellen Gamble.
A busy morning, Larry, especially if you're trying to come southbound on 279, the Parkway North toward town. So we've had an accident involving a couple of vehicles, one of which is up on the packed snow and ice that sits between the left travel lane and the Jersey barrier, dividing the highway. Crews are on the scene. You're only getting by in a single lane. And it's complicated because it's right where the on-ramp comes down from Cemetery Lane and Perrysville, the interchange itself there. So extra time required. You have backups that greet you almost back at the Camp Horn Road interchange there. Accident in Penn Hills on Mount Carmel Road near Aber Road. We also have an accident in the 300 block of East Pittsburgh McKeesport Boulevard. That's in North Versailles and near the intersection with Alt Street. Delays are on the build. Parkway West is stacking before the top of Green Tree Hill. You'll line up on the Parkway East before the Wilkinsburg off-ramp. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 7:55. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
AccuWeather says sunshine, a high of 27. That's better than we have been, but we're still right now at 3 degrees. Could see a little coating to an inch tonight with an overnight low of 22. We begin this month with a partial government shutdown. Officially, dozens of federal agencies saw their funding lapse at 12 a.m. Saturday. So what does that mean to you today? We're joined by CBS correspondent who covers all things Washington, Torian Small. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
So what is the impact of a partial government shutdown? We just went through 43 days, a record starting on October 1st of a total government shutdown. But how might people be impacted with this today?
Yeah, fortunately, this one isn't as dire as it appears. We are closer to a resolution than we were back then. What this does look like is some government agencies could see some slowdowns instead of a complete shortage in some of the resources. Where it was a huge area of impact was personnel. It appears at the moment there's no threat of furloughs or government reductions at this point in personnel. But other
potentially useful, essential resources that we've seen in the past, like national parks or state parks, could be potentially impacted by this the longer it goes on. It could be closures there. I live in D.C., so right now, as the moment, no Smithsonian Museum has been impacted by this. But again, where talks stand right now, it appears that the House is poised to pass a government funding package by Tuesday. Once that happens, things will resume as normal.
Appreciate the update, Torian. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, congressional correspondent with CBS, Torian Small.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The biggest reason Metropolitan Window Company has been in business since 1978 is our huge list of satisfied customers.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you're getting expertise and attention to detail from a trusted business that puts your needs first.
You're also getting our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows that are built for life.
The most important part of a window is the framing. Fiberglass frames won't lose their dimensional integrity. They're the strongest, longest-lasting window you can buy.
And right now, you can save 20% and get 18-month no-interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Stop by one of our showrooms, visit us at metropolitanwindows.com, or give us a call at 412-655-8411.
PA 1565.
Kimberly Allen here with Corrigan Moving Systems. Planning to move your office or business? Trust Corrigan Moving Systems, formerly Parks Moving and Storage, Pittsburgh's leader in workplace solutions. From office relocations to decommissioning, warehousing, and inventory management. Corrigan makes moving seamless so your office can be back up and running without skipping a beat. For a free quote, go to corriganmoving.com or give us a call at 724-237-4578.
Are you turning 65 and have questions about Medicare? Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage in Pennsylvania with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plans include benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. You may also qualify for a monthly credit toward your Part B premium. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
It's the Big K, Big Three. The biggest three stories we're talking about on 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Students are going back to school today. And for those riding the bus, safety is a top-of-mind deal. Dr. Brian Brown is Assistant Superintendent for Shaler Area Schools.
A lot of our bus stops are at intersections or where roads come together, and that, unfortunately, is where our plows pushed most of the snow.
Now, he brings up a very good point. I mean, it's obvious. So
that's the reason they couldn't go to school last week.
Yeah, the kids don't have a safe place to stand or get off the bus after, then it was a no-go there.
And we're dealing with it okay, but what about our friends down in the Carolinas? A foot and a half in some places of snow over the weekend.
As much, yes. 19 inches of snow in the Carolinas. Never heard of that before.
Time has run out, Larry, for travelers who put off getting a new form of identification.
The TSA is officially starting to charge a $45 fee for anyone traveling through airport security without a real ID or passport.
And it could take up to 30 minutes to go through the process at the airport. So if you're running behind, you could miss your flight. And so this is the latest push to try to get people to finally get your real ID.
Yeah, what they do is they get people out of the security line and they take them over to a portal, an internet portal, and you've got to go through that to confirm your identity and also pay the fee.
Well, they tase you for a while. Okay, maybe they don't. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. But again, the push is to get the real ID. However, if you have a passport, that's even better.
And in Punxsutawney,
shouts of Phil, the 140th Groundhog Day extraction. You heard it live here on the Big K Morning Show in the last half hour. And Phil saw his shadow. That means 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, which is no surprise. I think he predicts winter like 3 out of 4 times, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
It's a big wink to the world, and everyone has a good time. But I looked at the live camera on Gobbler's Knob, and it's a ghost town.
Well, of course it is. I mean, it's 3 degrees up there.
It's kind of cold. Maybe we should tase Phil.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. All eyes are on Disney this morning. The company reported quarterly earnings that topped Wall Street expectations. Its Parks and Cruises division hauled in a record $10 billion in revenue. The bulk of Disney's profits came from that business, which is run by Josh D'Amaro. Sources tell us the board may promote him as the next CEO of the media and entertainment giant. The company says that it will name a successor to Bob Iger before the end of March. Shares of Disney higher in early trading, but that's not helping the markets overall this morning. S&P futures are looking at a lower open. And Oracle plans to raise as much as $50 billion this year to build out its cloud infrastructure business. The tech giant is developing data centers to meet the demand from its biggest customers, including NVIDIA, ChatGPT maker OpenAI, and TikTok. But this is making investors worried about whether all of this spending on artificial intelligence will pay off one day. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Boy, with this extreme cold, it has really emphasized people who need your help. No one should have to face a winter without heat. You can help your neighbors stay warm by supporting our 2026 NRG KDKA Radio Warmathon, February 12th, 7 a.m. to 2. Presented by MediConnect, brought to you by Junk Luggers of Pittsburgh, Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union, and Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Details, KDKARadio.com, including an online auction that is actually available now. KDKARadio.com, powered by Dynegy. So we hope, as you have so many years in the past helped your neighbors, and with the rise in electric bills, it has been a big issue. 7:55 at KDKA from the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Here is Ellen Gamble.
Thanks, Larry. Traffic is tied in a double knots in a lot of spots this morning because of accidents. Chief among them is the Parkway North, I-279 southbound, just past the Perrysville interchange. You have an accident to the left side of the road and into the median and all the snow that's there, and that is causing you to be in a single lane of traffic there. Backups greet you before the Camp Horn Road interchange. Parkway West inbound is stacking before the top of Green Tree Hill. Heads up down in the South Hills. We're getting reports of an accident on Washington Road, Route 19, very close to the intersection, and that split with Cochrane Road, and traffic is heavy in all directions there. 51 northbound is mostly stop and go all the way from Route 88 Library Road all the way up to the backside of the Liberty Tunnels. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 8:05. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunshine, that always helps. Certainly did yesterday. Even though we're at 3 degrees, we'll go to 27 today. However, clouds up tonight. Little snow accumulating, a coating to an inch, but we're not going to dip to the single digits. 22 is our forecasted low overnight. And then tomorrow's high, 31. Maybe get a little melting going on. I mean, it's not even above freezing, and 22 to high on Wednesday, 20 on Thursday, and a chance for some heavy snow again on Friday. Looking ahead, 33 will be the high then. Once again, it is 3 above, but it is sunny.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company, larger than light, and brought to you by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi. Guys, the best thing I did in 2025 was get a new garage floor
from Comer and Cross. It completely transformed my garage. It's given me new space in a new room in my house. I can't believe I waited as long as I did to get in touch with the great people at Comer and Cross. But hey, better late than never. And right now, they've got their preseason sale going on. Comer and Cross, you're going to get a phenomenal price, and they're going to install it when you want it on your terms. They make it so simple. It's cold outside. They're going to take all the stuff out of the garage for you and secure it so you don't have to do it yourself. They fix all the cracks perfectly. And the best part is all of this gets done, and I know from personal experience, in one day. So go with the pros at Comer and Cross. They don't subcontract out. Call them now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR and lock in your preseason price and installation when you want it. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 800-NEW-FLOOR, or go to COMERcross.com.
When sinusitis has your nose constantly blocked, life can feel smaller. You're stuck breathing through your mouth, which leads to sleep struggles, snoring that keeps your whole family up, fatigue, and more. The mornings start groggy, the days drag on, and it feels like nothing really helps for long. At Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, relief isn't just one size fits all. Their specialists use a wide range of innovative in-office treatments designed around you, designed to open your sinuses, restore natural breathing, and help you finally sleep through the night. You don't have to keep pushing through. If you're tired of the congestion, the pressure, and the endless cycle of sprays and pills that aren't providing relief, discover a treatment option that works for you at Pittsburgh Sinus Centers. Breathe easier, sleep better, and start feeling like yourself again. Schedule a consultation today. Call Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, 878-231-6036. 878-231-6036. That's 878-231-6036.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
4 degrees with some sunshine at 8 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Punxsutawney Phil has made his call on Groundhog Day 2026 on Gobbler's Knob.
There is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
And Phil predicts winter far more often. 107 time. Make that 108 now. With just 21 early spring forecasts. Icy temperatures kept the crowd bundled up too. It was 2 degrees when Phil made his prognostication. Many students in the Pittsburgh region are returning to classes today, and if they ride the bus to school, the conditions are less than ideal at bus stops.
We have very high mounds, and sometimes it can be hard to see kids.
Shaler Area Assistant Superintendent Brian Brown told KDKA-TV some bus stops may not be accessible.
Our bus drivers have been notified to look for students. They may be standing 15, 20 feet away from the bus stop. We just want to make sure they're in a place that's safe.
Shaler area families have been told if their bus stop isn't accessible or safe, the students should stand away from the road and be visible to oncoming traffic. Forecasters say dangerous extra cold conditions will persist today from the Gulf Coast to New England. Heavy snow fell in the southern states, producing thousands of weekend flight cancellations in eastern North Carolina. James City recorded 18 inches of snow. Wind chills near zero are expected in some southern states again today. This morning in Bridgeville, repairs are beginning on a broken water main. The break happened overnight along Bower Hill Road, which was blocked off between Sylvia Street and Painters Run Road. We'll have a status report coming up in AAA traffic. The Allison Park man who died Sunday morning at the Allegheny County Jail has been identified. The medical examiner says 55-year-old Mark Schwartz was found unresponsive in his cell by correctional staff, and despite life-saving measures, he was pronounced dead about a half hour later. Schwartz was booked into the jail back in August on assault and harassment charges. Allegheny County Police were investigating his death. Travelers flying out of Pittsburgh International without a real ID are now paying more to get through security. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has that in the newsroom.
Paul, the TSA is now charging a $45 Confirm ID fee for travelers who arrive at the airport security without a real ID or another acceptable form of identification. The fee took effect Sunday at Pittsburgh International Airport, Arnold Palmer, and other TSA checkpoints nationwide. Passengers without proper ID must go through additional biometric and biographic screening, a process TSA says takes longer and must be paid for each time someone flies without valid identification. TSA officials are urging travelers to schedule time with the DMV to obtain a real ID. The Confirm ID fee cannot be paid with cash, and passengers are encouraged to complete the process online before arriving at the airport. In the newsroom, Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
A firefighter was evaluated at a hospital Sunday afternoon after a fire in Beaver County. Dispatchers say the call came in around 2:30 p.m. for a fire on Daniels Drive in Economy at a garage housing a business. When fire crews arrived, the building was fully involved. The firefighter fell after being struck by sparks and was checked out and released. The Economy Volunteer Fire Department says the building is a total loss. KDKA Sports brought to you by NASCO Roofing, Pittsburgh's trusted and passionate roofer. Call NASCO at 412-373-2000. The Pirates lost out on slugger Eugenio Suarez. He signed with Cincinnati instead, 1 year for $15 million. The Pirates made a similar offer. They were reportedly willing to offer more. Suarez preferred the Reds' hitter-friendly ballpark. And Pens and Sens tonight at PPG Paints Arena. Puck drop at 7. KDKA Radio News Time, 8:04. Time to call One Health Benefits at 724-799-8873 for the best affordable health insurance plans tailored to your needs. 4 degrees, fair skies in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic in the AccuWeather forecast next.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's impossible to have a bad day when you start it with Chick-fil-A.
Hi, I'm Miles.
And this is Grant.
And the little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is
how the fluffy, crispy goodness wakes us up in the morning. The chicken is crispy, the biscuit is soft, it's iconic.
Throw some jelly on it, you can throw some honey on it. It helps me kick off the day.
The hash browns are great. And I really like the shape of them too. Little circles of crispy goodness. Yeah, those early morning chicken biscuits are just great, man.
Mornings are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A Chicken Biscuit and Simply Orange Juice. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
It's 8:05 at KDKA from the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. AAA traffic powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Here's Ellen Gamble.
A super heavy rush hour, Larry, as folks are getting back into their routines after the storm. And then we have a bunch of accidents out there. Parkway North is really being bedeviled by this crash that is in the left lane and into the snow by the Jersey barrier. As you head southbound at the Perrysville on-ramp, you have backing that greets you at the Camp Horn Road interchange. So extra time is a must if you're traveling there. 28 is slow at the Etna bypass heading toward town. Parkway West inbound backs between Carnegie and the top of Green Tree Hill. We're getting the reports of an accident in Indiana Township, Allegheny County on Route 910 near Grant Drive. Final stages of clearing earlier accident in the 300 block of East Pittsburgh McKeesport Boulevard in North Versailles. That is near the intersection with Alt Street. Our next AAA traffic on the 5s at 8:15. I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 27, cladding up tonight. A bit of snow or flurries overnight. There can be a dusting in places, low 22. Tomorrow, cloudy with a few afternoon snow flurries, the high 31.
For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Thanks, Joe. We do have sunshine, and it's 4 degrees.
It's the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Good morning. Just less than an hour ago, Punxsutawney Phil on this Groundhog Day saw his shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. We are smack dab in the middle of winter, 5 weeks away from changing the clocks. So here we go. And every Monday in our 8 o'clock hour, we welcome our resident political analyst. That would be Lenny McAllister. Lenny, good morning.
Good morning. We're going to have to redefine with this Phil guy. What exactly do you mean by winter? Do you mean winter like this? Or do you just mean like a little chilly? Because a little chilly we could do 6 more weeks of. I don't know if we're down for 6 more weeks of this type of winter.
We are down for at least a week and beyond to mid-February.
With the cold.
Yeah. And a chance for some heavy snow again on Friday, which we'll sort out. But in the meantime, sunshine helps. It actually, when I went outside yesterday, in spite of the fact that it was still in the upper teens when I did, how big a difference does the sunshine make?
Enough to make people walk across a frozen Allegheny River?
I saw videos of that. That is not illegal, but highly
ill-advised.
Highly ill-advised, because if for some reason, because the water's moving underneath,
you just need one weak spot,
and you go in that river, your chances aren't really good.
No, I saw that, and I just like, come on. I mean, youth. I mean, Larry, sometimes it's just you just look and you shake your head and you're like, youth. I'm invincible, and they do things like that, and it's like, it's a cool story if you survive it.
Full disclosure, when I was in grade school in North Park, there was a dad and 2 sons. One of them was a classmate. It's 3rd grade. They fell through the ice.
Oof.
The father tried to save the kids, and he was able to save one. And he and his other son, my classmate, passed in the frigid waters. So it resonates with me in a very real way. That never leaves you when you're in 3rd grade or at any time. So just don't do it.
Yeah, please.
Anyway, a lot going on. I don't have to tell you. Where do you begin to sort through all that's transpired? Let's start maybe with Melania's documentary. The $35 million they spent on marketing paid off. The film made $7 million on its opening weekend. It was the best